Pixel 7a, live and in the flesh. Yes, I watched Google I/O. I saw it was on sale. I went down the street to Best Buy to go get it. Very, very weird how they've done this, but yeah, I have it here in my hand, and let's go ahead and take it out of the box and have a look at it. So here we have it, live in the flesh. This is a charcoal color. Of course, it also comes in the white color. I can't remember the name of it. And then it comes in blue and the special coral color you can get on the Google website, which I didn't feel like waiting that long. So ta-da, here it is. Yes, it looks just like the Pixel 7. I wonder why that is. So not a whole lot of a fundamental difference here between the Pixel 7a and the Pixel 7. Now, it does have a slightly smaller form factor, 6.1 inch screen instead of 6.3. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, the Google Tensor 2. It has a new 64 megapixel camera on the back, which I'm actually interested to try out. Same stuff over here. Got the flat finish on the sides, the polished finish on the back. It's really good at picking up dust and basically anything else. But yeah, essentially it's just the light version of the Pixel 7. Except it's basically the same phone. So we'll have to dive in and see how much of that actually holds up. There we go. Go ahead and fire this up. Let's see what else is in the box, or not in the box. I really don't even do unboxings anymore because there's basically nothing in here. But you have your, well, there went that. USB-C to USB-C cable. Then we have the USB adapter, which uses for data transfer and also file transfers and stuff like that. Plug in into the bottom. You can plug in like USB. What do we got here? We have a SIM ejector tool, and what's in the box? Not a whole lot there. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the unboxing experience. So yeah, let's talk about the phone. Here we have the Pixel 7a, live and in the flesh. I got the basic setup done. Thought I'd come out here and give you all a little bit different change of scenery. So one interesting thing I didn't realize, it actually has facial unlock technology, which is neat. There we go. So just unlocked it with my face while I'm recording here. Fingerprint sensor. I mean, it seems to be pretty responsive, but they usually are on day one. I'll turn the brightness up here so you can see. So this is actually max brightness outside. Now, not a whole lot you can see there, honestly. The brightness is okay. It's not as good, I don't think, as the Pixel 7 or the 7 Pro, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I haven't looked at the actual specs on as far as how bright it is. But it's not even a super bright, sunshiny day outside. Of course, the Pixels aren't known for being the brightest in the world. Feel on the hand is nice. Of course, it's just a regular Pixel phone. A lot of people do like that it has a smaller screen on it. And it is tangibly noticeable that it is slightly smaller than the Pixel 7. So if you want, I guess, the ultimate A series from Google that has the latest Google Tensor G2 chip in it, and then also one-handed form factor, about the same size battery life as the Pixel 7, honestly, there's some stuff here to like, I guess. Of course, everybody's going to talk about and compare it to the Pixel 7. What's the real point? And I'll talk about that more later. I just wanted to get out and have a look at this and show it off to you guys in person so you could get a good feel for it. And yeah, let's talk about it some more. Also, as far as sales information, you can get these at Best Buy and Google right now. Best Buy, actually, you can get it for $4.49 with activation, but they also have a $50 e-gift card incentive. I bought mine outright for $4.99. I'm getting the $50 gift card, so I've got a link for that in the description. You can check that out if you want to get the $50 gift card. Also, you can go to Google's website and buy it. They've got it for $4.99, but they'll give you a free set of Pixel A series buds. And you can get it in the exclusive coral color through Google, which actually looks really nice. So Pixel 7a, now I left this here, you can see it. It picks up fingerprints like crazy. So definitely you want to get a case and a screen protector. I've got some links in the description you can check out on Amazon, some recommendations that I have. So if you're interested in picking it up, I'm sure it's a good phone. One thing I do want to talk about, I've been using this for like half an hour. It's incredibly warm. And that's something that is, of course, the Tensor is known for. But when you first set this up, the first couple of days, they do tend to get quite hot. Well, when they're doing, it's connecting the internet for the first time, it's downloading, it's installing stuff, you're using it heavily, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. It's not overheating. It's just warm. So after a couple of days, that should die down. You shouldn't have that problem at all anymore. It's not really a problem. It's just an observation. Some people it does alarm. But yeah, it's a smaller Pixel phone. And It's the latest in the A series, of course. Yes, you can go get a Pixel 7 for basically the same price. And I'm going to do a Pixel 7 and 7a comparison video. So make sure if you want to see that, hit the like and the subscribe button, notification bell, all that jazz, because I'll be making quite a few videos about this. I make a lot of Pixel content. No more speculation. It's here live and in the flesh. The build quality seems good. I mean, it's a nice device. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it at face value. And if you don't even know about the Pixel 7, then you'll probably be pretty happy with it. The biggest natural competitors, of course, are the new Samsung Galaxy A54, which I also have right here. So I'll make a comparison video between that too, so you can find out which is the best bang for your buck in 2023. Otherwise, yeah, there's not a whole lot here for me to talk about right now. I mean, I've got extensive usage with the G2. I've used the Pixel 7 extensively, the 7 Pro, now I have the 7a. I mean, I have the 6, the 6a, and the 6 Pro as well. So I have a lot of experience with these phones, the Tensor chipset. I took a couple of snapshots here, you can see. So I took 4 photos. You can have a look at them. I really the selfie camera, it kind of really pops up with the gray in my beard. I don't know. The sharpness looks good. The portrait looks good. They did change up some of the camera stuff on here. So the biggest question for me was, okay, they changed the price enough. They've got a new camera in it. This really is kind of a fundamental change for them, because usually they use the same cameras. The Pixel 6a had the previous cameras for years and years. So this new 64 megapixel one, yeah, it's going to have some question marks next to it. Is it actually good? Like, how good is it, right? And we know that Pixel is good with camera stuff. So, be interesting to test that out. Not a whole lot left here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But it surprised me. I didn't realize it was going to have facial recognition. So, facial recognition, fingerprint scanner, 8 gigs of RAM, which is better than the 6 we thought we were going to get. And overall, I mean, it seems like a pretty nice phone so far. But I've only had it for like an hour. So we'll see. So that's all I got. If you have any questions or comments, please go down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, if you like the Pixel content, you're in the right place. Please hit the like, subscribe button, little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out, which, I mean, I say that for real. I put out new videos every day. This will be like 3 today that I put out. So you just never know. It depends on what's going on in the world, but I try to cover it as best as possible. So that's all I got. As always, have a great, wonderful day. Thanks for spending your time here. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.